If you guys are losing traders, please stop trading with live funds. Okay, you've got the mindset where you want to come in here and make your lottery win, and then you'll be comfortable, and then you'll start following the rules. That's not how this works. You're going to have to get rules that you follow right from the beginning. Now, you have two mentors that actually care about you and want you to succeed. That is very rare in this space. I do know a few other educators that are top ranked teachers, and it's very rare to find people who will teach that really are looking out for you. But again, if you're a losing trader, please stop trading live funds. Open up a demo account, open up a paper trading account. It's very simple. It's right here. You click these buy or sell buttons. You go into here, you click paper trading, you connect, you give yourself $100,000, and then you practice. Do you want to be a gambler or do you want to be a trader? It's a fine line that you guys are walking. Okay. Some of you have dove deep into the gambling section and you can't get out. And some of you are so pissed off from losing that you're ready to start following the rules. You've told yourself enough is enough. I want to be a trader. I want to get this. I'm still here. Those of you, and okay, so then there's, the people who understand that this is the most high form of financial education there ever is to walk the face of the planet. So if you think you're just going to come in here and start slaying all these people who are smarter than you on the other side of your trades, that's not realistic. You need to develop a skill. You need to practice that skill and then put it to work. That's it. That's how simple it is. And again, you have two mentors that really care about you, that have just went through the depths of hell to be able to be at this position. And we've boiled it down to some fine-tuned rules for people who are sincere about their trading careers to follow. Sammy's got his 9-point checklist and divergences. That's his sauce right there. Forget stochastics, forget moving averages, forget all that stuff. If you can just follow the rules that Sammy gives, I guess stochastics is part of his rules, but he's playing the cup and handle. That's his pattern, the Sammy cup and handy. If you were to play a cup and handle only after a stop hunt, then you've just upped your probability tenfold from just playing any cup and handle that you think you see.
Hey,
Now,
what's happening?
do you think that you are going to, let me rephrase that. When you get into the markets and you sit down at your charts and you go, okay, I have time to trade now, so I'm just going to get in here and trade because I have the time now. That's not how this works. I'm going to be very blunt with you guys because some of you need this. You need to hear this. These charts will not submit to your lifestyle, to your time schedule, to your chemical makeup, to your patterns. Okay, you're in here taking money from other people. That's what these markets are. That's what you as a day trader are trying to accomplish. Is you want to sell your position at a profit to the person that's buying it or vice versa. For example, how long did we sit in this range? before price dumped? 140 days. How long did price sit in this range before it pumped? 2 months. How long did price sit in this range before it pumped back up to the top of the range? 90 days. How long has Bitcoin been sitting in this range? 168 days. This is a daily chart.
On another social media
I'm not saying there's not gains in here. Okay. My leverage mastery class literally provides you a way to scalp gains out of these markets almost every day. But if you're sitting there drawing your flags and you're waiting for a trade to hit, you're waiting a long time. You're not in here every single day trying to pull money out of these markets, and you're not waiting for this move every single day. For the hard workers that have been in here and paying attention, I've suggested that you go and hover your cursor over all of the expansions, okay? And tell me what you see. Not one person came back to me with an answer. Not a single person. Now, what does every single one of these expansions have in common? Every single one of these expansions. They all happened in the middle of the month. Congratulations, Mira. Right on. Exactly. Because these markets are run on a time schedule. Okay. This is the market maker's business. And like any good business, it runs on a tight schedule. So if you're just going to think you're going to come and hit moonshots all day in crypto and fire your boss, I mean, let's be real here. You're going to need a very, very fine-tuned, refined skill to be able to do this. Now, these pumps are and dumps, Sammy called this dump here. And how did he call the dump? Well, he used his system to be able to call the dump. That system that he's using to call the dump is exactly what he's teaching you. Now, I watched my students get absolutely wrecked on this dump, and they shouldn't have been at all. They weren't following the rules. A mechanical set of instructions that is practically making you bulletproof. You go in with very little margin. You have zero liquidation price. And then you exploit the expansion on the way up using the lifer system. Thanks, babe. Which is a reversal pattern with divergence. Sounds simple, right? It is. It is that simple. Now, again, I'm not bragging, okay? I'm just telling you that the TA works, and it works very well. I added to my demo trade in here somewhere, knowing full well that this expansion was coming this week. How did I know? For those of you that have been paying attention, you know that the monthly candle will retrace. Okay. I've been saying this for a very, very long time. 2 weeks straight. I was saying this monthly candle is going to want to retrace 20 to 30% of its entire range. So we're likely going to get an expansion. And I added to my demo trade and I made $27,000. So now my $50,000 demo account is up to $77,000. That took extreme patience. That took 2 weeks of me not caring about where price was going. This is the level of patience you people are going to need to achieve in your trading skills. And I'm talking about day trading skills. If you're here to be a day trader and you want to fire your boss, you're going to need to be very, very nimble trading crypto. Very nimble. You're not just going to come in here and go, okay, I think that's a flag today. You're not just going to sit at your computer after work and say, okay, well, I have a trade. That's obviously a bull flag. I have a trade. No, it's Asia. You have no trade. That's not high probability. This is low garbage price action. There wasn't even a mitigation trade the way that I teach it for there to be a reversal. As a matter of fact, I told everyone, and it was the 5 minute, I remember specifically. And where was it here? Yeah, it was this guy right here. So we've got, where was that? It was a really, really obvious divergence. It was this guy right here. I said this could possibly be the low for Wednesday, the daily bottom. I've been trying to teach you guys how to catch daily bottoms of candles. And if you haven't been part of my leverage mastery class, this will be new to you. And you're getting some serious, serious alpha here. I want you to take a look at these daily candles, okay? And ask yourself, what does every single candle ever since the beginning of charting have in common? There's three things that all of these candles have in common. It has an open, it has a close, which I count as one, and it has a high and a low. Three things: close, open, high, and low. Every single one of these candles. This is how I'm trading with no indicators. This is how I'm trading with no oscillators, no moving averages, no volume, no VRVP, no DOM. It's because these candles have bottoms. Excuse me, my kid's just coming in to grab some toys. All right, thanks, buddy. Every single one of these candles has a bottom. So that means every single day you have an opportunity to make money. You might not make a lot of money like this bottom here, or you might make a good amount of money on this bottom here. That's crypto. This is it. Sometimes it moves, and more often than not, it just likes to chill out until it moves violently. And as a matter of fact, I'm fairly certain it was this day here. So here's the divvy. So from here to here is a swing up in RSI. From here to here is a swing down in price action. And I think it was this guy right here first before this even dipped. But point being, I was saying, if you don't cross back over this line, we're not going back up. And then it dumped again. And I seen a lot of people trying to just wildly long this bottom because they felt that Bitcoin had dropped enough for the day. That's not how this works. You can't will yourself over these markets. You have to submit to them. You have to make sure that price action is telling you what time it is. or you're going to continue to lose. If you are a losing trader, stop using real money. Nobody in this group, nobody ever anywhere is going to tell you this straight up. If you don't have a skill before you start trading live funds, you're wrecked. And if you keep wrecking yourself, you're going to carry that scar tissue from all your losing trades into all your future trades. And guess what? You're going to be riddled with fear, uncertainty, disappointment. That's not what we want for you. We want you to be successful. We want you to be confident. We want you to be highly skilled. If you go into every trade, just like Sammy teaches about getting bit by a dog, just because you got bit by that dog when you were a kid doesn't mean that every dog is going to bite you. But every time you see a dog, you're going to be struck with fear. That is exactly what's going on here. And you might not even realize it. You might even think I'm full of poop. But it's reality, whether you want to see it or not. You guys have an opportunity to do something very, very great with your lives. And you have not one, but two people who are going to help you achieve those goals. If you think that you're patient because you have kids or you walk dogs, you have zero patience when it comes to these markets, especially crypto. Now, if you're new to my sessions and you're just jumping in for the first time, we like to catch daily bottoms, whether they give nice movement or not. We mark the daily open at midnight New York time. I'm not here to argue with you about when the time actually starts. Okay, we mark the daily open at midnight New York. And we open a trade up here, 200x leverage, no liquidation price, no stop loss. Okay, if it fails, we mitigate the trade. Now, what does that mean? That means when this price starts dropping down and it starts failing, we want to get out of the trade at break even. Okay, we're not losing trades anymore. This is what my entire leverage class is about, for you to stop losing trades. Now at 200x leverage, this is fairly simple to get out of. So we've made our divvy. We broke to and through the divvy line. We got our retest of the divvy line. So let's say we got into a failed trade and at 200x leverage, all we would need is a 0.5% bounce to get out. Okay, so how do I determine this? Well, if you've gotten in the trade here with $100, okay, and it fails on you. Okay, so you're down, what was that be? 340%. Okay, that means you're down $340. You're subtracting 100 from 340, giving yourself $240, and we're adding 240 to the trade rate here. That means that on the way back up, so that would mean that our original entry price from the daily open, this is our entry price, it dropped, boom, right there, okay? Now our new entry price is right here after adding to the trade, and this is all we would need to see to get out of the trade at break even, which I call a mitigation trade. Okay, that's it. That's the secret. That's what we're doing. There's nothing more to it than that. How you determine your reversal patterns and your high probability reversal will be entirely up to you. But this right here is textbook in the way that I teach it. If you're using high leverage and you're rocking a liquidation price and you're in isolated positions, I'm just going to tell you straight up, you have no idea what you're doing. You have zero idea what you're doing. You're just in these charts hoping for a lotto win, and you're a gambler. You're not a trader. Some of you, I need this tough love. And if this isn't you, then I'm not speaking to you. But you're going to need a very tactical, refined approach to ripping gains out of these markets every day if you want to become a day trader. And crypto ain't huge, okay? Crypto is meant for long-term, plans. People who have 5-year goals, people who have, 6 figures, 7 figures that they want to put away for a few years, and they're not worried about it. They have other money to live off of. When I'm teaching my high leverage, my mastery system, we're not playing shit coins. Okay. You're not allowed to. It's a rule. And if you break it, I don't feel sorry for you. They are high risk, they're not high probability, and you're most likely going to get wrecked. I have students who have gotten entirely liquidated from not following my rules. And it's the very first thing I tell you in my class. If you do not follow my rules, you will get wrecked. 100%. I'm telling you this straight up right now. You're done. I had one student, brand new to trading, blew 2 demo accounts, came back, or no, sorry, it was one first, came back, made 12K on a Saturday, which is amazing. And then he blew another account and then came back an entirely different mutated beast. Do you know why he was able to progress so quickly? Because he was learning with a demo account. He had no emotional attachment to the monetary value that would have been his entire funds twice. How many of you have gotten liquidated twice? How many of you have gotten liquidated and haven't learned your lesson still? Now, I traded for 2 years solid on a demo account in Forex, and then the last little bit in crypto. If you're reducing your risk, Dom, that's another story. Like if you want to use $100, there's people getting liquidated for 30K. That's disgusting. I like it's making me sweat just thinking about it because I feel for them. Yes. 30K. We've seen people come in and out of the 99, think they're just going to get lotto wins, fire their bosses, poop on gold thrones, and be done with their lives. That's not even the case. That's not how this works. I know a lot of you guys came in here with the mindset that Crypto Lifer is freaking sweet and I'll just take all of his calls and I'll end up making money. Okay. Admittedly, I was struck with those feelings. Excuse me. Frasian, you're getting muted.
One I actually got them I have them to update it, but this thing on the other one here.
Farzan, can you mute your mic, please?
I got hit for $500, not hurt match 30K. Yeah, well, $500 to you is probably the equivalent to 30K to that guy because, maybe he has more money. Maybe he's got 100K sitting around. I'm serious. I love you guys. You guys are here for a serious, serious reason. And I feel like reaching out today is going to help you really take this more serious. If you're not operating yourself and your trading career like a Fortune 500 company, you're not going to make it. You got to be more disciplined, more serious, more sincere. You need to hold yourself accountable more than you ever have. Nobody's going to do this for you. Now, if you just want to trade for sport and you want to gamble, that's totally on you. And I'm not judging. And I'll congratulate you on every step of the way. But out of the 23 people that are here, 24 sitting here with me today, I guarantee you guys are sick of losing. I guarantee it. There's only one way out, and it's going to be realizing what's required of you and putting in the hard work to achieve those, to achieve it. Okay, there's no easy way out of this. Believe me, there's no easy way out of this. You might hit a couple of Sammy's calls, but you're not being the caller. You know, Sammy might not be around forever. I might not. I don't plan on doing this for a long time. When I hit my goal, I'm done trading. I'm done educating. You guys that have my classes and my recordings and stuff like that, those are gems. Like I'm making it. I'm doing it. I just upgraded my entire trading system. I have 7 screens sitting in front of me, and I never thought I was going to be here. 2 years ago, I didn't know I was going to be doing this. I had no clue. Uh, the recordings of my one-on-one sessions are private for those mentorship students, and also my charter members. They're all private. The recordings for each class are all private on YouTube, and this one will be available to everyone. And we'll go over some awesome things. Okay, I'm not just going to yell at you the whole time. It's going to take a lot out of you. Okay, way more than you ever thought you had. But I promise you, if you stick to the rules, if you really, really, truly in your heart start grinding the way that you should be, you're going to make it. There's no reason why you can't make it. I'm doing it. I left home at 13 years old. I'm considered a runaway, ditched school in grade 7, went and started partying and selling drugs. I'm considered a skid to society, and here I am doing some awesome things with lines and numbers that I never thought I'd ever get into. I thought I was going to be a loser for the rest of my life. If I can do this, so can you guys. I see somebody in there, my working class hero friend here with his hard hat on. I salute you. You're here. You want to learn. You're ready. You're ready to take this, career by its horns and take it very seriously. Do yourselves a favor, okay? Open up a demo account, whether it be in MEX or in TradingView paper trading, and trade this account specifically only at specific times a day, okay? And only Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. I want you to look for your favorite pattern Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I want you to pick one and play just one pattern Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I would suggest the cup and handle. And I would suggest playing it after a stop hunt. Okay, so it looks exactly like this. And these cup and handles are going to look different every single time. They're not always going to be the most perfect cup and handle that you see us drawing that we play. Okay, so here's one of the cup and handles, and this is what I call my money printer. Here we have a stop hunt, an obvious stop hunt. Okay, it wicked, took this wick right here, just perfectly took this wick. So we have an obvious stop hunt here. It's Tuesday at 7 a.m. Okay, I want you to draw a vertical line at 7 a.m. And go, okay, that's a stop hunt. And now look at how all of these swing highs are intact here. All of them up until this one here. Okay, all of these swing lows are being taken out. This is giving you a downtrend. Now, the moment that this is violated by price action here, bang, what do we got? A swing break. We've got a break in market structure. This is how almost all of my entries are framed right here. Is based on this thumbprint right here. Every single bottom and every single top has this signature in one form or another. You're pulling fibs and you're entering on the 618 retracement. Okay, and you're targeting old highs Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, so you're finding the cup. There's the handle. The handle goes into the 618, 786 retracement. Boom, blasted to the upside. Okay, and it totally exceeded all my expectations as far as extensions. So that was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, look at that flat line. There was no trade. There was no trade that day. You had your stop hunt, you had your cup and handle, and it went for an old high. It did the thing, but it didn't do it very nicely. And this is exactly my point. You need to be able to pay yourself. If you're not paying yourself, you're going into work that day and you're going, okay, I worked from 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. But look, I'm sick. I just got sick at 3 p.m. Boss, I got to go for the last 2 hours of the day. You know what? Just keep what I've worked. Just keep what I've worked for today, okay? You don't need to pay me for the day. I'm out. When you come into the markets and you take a position and you don't pay yourself, especially when you're in profits, that's exactly what you're doing. You're telling your boss that you don't need to be paid for your time. Nobody's doing that. Nobody. So why are you doing that in your trading? So we have an obvious cup handle, and then it went for the highs. I know you're thinking, this isn't sexy. How am I supposed to make any money doing this? This is it. This is crypto. You want to be a day trader, then you got to be a day trader. This is why you need 200x leverage. Okay, so this is 140% gain rate here. Rocking off your daily bottom. Okay, 618, 786 retracement. We got in on this swing low here. You can call that a double bottom, whatever you'd like. And we went for this high. Okay, that's 140,
Hey, Mohit, how you doing, man?
well, 150% gain rate there. Mute all.
Thank you.
Okay, now if you were to target this high right here, that is almost a 200% gain. Now, my first fib extension here, the negative 0.27, that was a 200% gain. Now, this high right here, was that achieved? No, it wasn't. So when are you, well, it was the next day, but when are you paying yourself? You're paying yourself the moment that you've hit 100% profit P&L. That's when you're paying yourself. You're not second guessing it. You're not inexperienced enough that you think you're greedy and you're holding for moon targets. No, this is where you pay yourself at old highs. So for example, now this is why we use Bitcoin and Bitcoin only, is because there's institutional funds involved, central banks are involved, and they're not going to let Bitcoin drop to zero. It's not going to rug. So if you don't have at least $2,000 in your account, you're doing yourself a disservice. And I'm not saying load $2,000 up into your account and start rocking day trades, because you will get rocked. There are rules you need to follow. First being, acquire the skill. Second, practice that skill. Third being, you already have your skill, so now you need to practice paying yourself, because I guarantee you, out of the 25 people that are here, you have a very tough time paying yourself. There is a reason for it. Okay, but just this little example right here. If you were to throw $100 into this trade right here at 200x leverage, you came out with, what does that be? So 250%, or yeah, 250%, $100. You just got $250. Same fumbled his call this morning, or Sam? Sam is, he's playing his probabilities, he's doing his thing. I lose trades even though I have a mad six skill. Oh, you fumbled the call. I see. Same comma fumbled the call this morning. Yeah, sorry. But even just to continue on there, we all lose trades, okay? You're gonna have to be okay with losing trades. It's really, really important that you don't let that was up 50% in profits and only took like 3%. There you go. Pay yourselves, okay? Let's say Bitcoin, let's say you got in here, okay? Now here's a 0.5% move. This is what it would take for you to reach 100%. Now, how is this not predictable? How is this move not predictable in the way that I teach it? We're on Wednesday, we had a stop hunt, we have a swing break, we have a retracement. This is your entry. How is this not predictable? Well, because you're not used to seeing it, because nobody's ever given you your glasses before. Do I need indicators? Do I need anything but price and something to measure with? Absolutely not. Did I need divergence? No. Why am I at this point? Because I've seen this play out millions of times on every single asset, and I just have no need for a bunch of stuff on my charts. I was down 3K and closed with 1.2K in profit. Yeah, Jebitron. He's one of my guys right there. See, Jebitron follows the rules and he gets paid. You will grow into this over time, okay? But when I first joined the 99, what really helped me is Laura Marshall and Smurfington told me to stop. No, man, you're the man. They told me to stop trading everything that I see. I was seeing things that weren't even there. I was making things that I wanted to see there. How do you identify the bottom in real time? A swing break, a break in market structure. I literally just handed you guys an ATM machine. Okay. I call it my money printer model, and it goes BERT every day.
No, that was great.
You're awesome, Zachary. Now look at this. Thursday, stop hunt, swing break, retracement, gone. 7 a.m. How do you know it won't continue after the spring break? Because I back tested this until my eyes bled teeth. Because I forward tested it every single day as it was playing out. And now I just anticipate it happening. Here, let's take yesterday, for example, because that's great. That's great. That's a great question. So what happened yesterday is we were around here and people were longing. They were just longing out of nowhere. They were like, oh yeah, I think Bitcoin's dumped enough for today. And was there a break in market structure? No. swing high intact, swing high intact. All these swing highs are intact. They're all still intact. And look at it's still dumping. So like it's like you got to let price action tell you what's going on. Now that example I gave you, the really good one here on Tuesday, you want to see this right here. You see this little price leg right here? This is what you really want to see. Okay, you want to see a nice splash, like a big elephant just jumped in a pool and it splashed all the water off. That's what this is. We call it displacement. See, you're getting there. You're absolutely getting there. So now you're just waiting for that retracement, right? Yeah, trade on the 1 minute. Uh yeah, yeah. I like the 5 second and 15-second chart beside each other because sometimes you can see this exact pattern in here in the 5 second chart. It gets really fun. But this right here is the signature we're looking for. We're not looking for a little petery little splash here like this guy here, you know? Like it kind of did the thing, but then it failed, right? Um, so like this guy right here, you know, it kind of just squiggled up. It wasn't like a nice push like that other one. It just squiggled up. Yeah, it took out that swing high, but that's how you know it's not convincing. You want to be convinced. You want the market to tell you it's moving. And that's Sunday too. Uh, you know, sweep of liquidity displacement indicates yes, exactly. Exactly. So here's another problem people have is they don't understand the daily profiles that are crypto. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you have the highest probability of hitting trades. And I mean high probability. You can flip a coin, heads you long, tails you short, and then you buy a retracement or you short sell a retracement, and then you take profits at old highs or old lows, the opposing swings. That's where you're taking profits. Okay. You've been just handed a money printer. If you want to be a day trader, you're not waiting for 35K. You're not waiting for 22K. You don't give a flying rat's ass what the price is. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter one bit. So you need to decide for yourself, are you a long-term holder? Are you a scalper? Are you a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Or are you a position trader? These are 5 different types of traders. And you can, pick one at any time you want. But like Sammy teaches, you need to have a plan. When you open your charts, you need to have a plan. You can't just go, okay, I'm going to scalp this 1 minute time frame. Oh, it's in my favor. Okay, I'm going to hold for 32K now. How many of you have done that? Probably a lot of you. I've done it. Not very good choices to just switch plans in the middle of battle. So like one of the most common things that I see when people come into the 99 is, well, first being that they just want to hit Sammy's calls and make money and not do any hard work. Those guys get wrecked and they leave quite quickly. But then there's the guys that come in and they really, really want to try. They're really doing the work and they're doing the work so hard that it's a catch 22. They're working so hard they can't remember half of the stuff that they've learned, and they're so into what they're doing that they're going hard Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Those are the days you're giving your accounts to everybody on the other side of your trades. Okay. And it's more often than not the market maker. Okay. Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, you have no trades. You're not trading. Why are you trading? Go and look at your charts. Go and separate every single day like I have here. Okay. Go and look at your days. And you're going to tell me you want to be involved in that? That's the weekend right there. How on earth are you going to trade that? Well, you can if you're in my leverage mastery class. You can exploit the tiny little expansions, but why would you want to? There's no reason to. You have high probability setups coming Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Go and enjoy your life. Put in some more time in back testing assets. Yeah, because people don't even know. They don't even understand that they have no. See, here's the issue with trading is it's just like life, right? Sammy says all the time, crypto is life. But think about what life is. What is life? It consists of three things: open, high, low, and close. You have time, you have place, you have things.
It got
That's
hot
what
back there.
that's what our universe consists of. Okay.
Sweaty.
When you come into trading, you have a place and you have things, but nobody's giving you time. Nobody's giving you any rules on time. As a matter of fact, time-based charts are absolutely poison to retail traders because they don't like. I really don't understand the hang up of why people hate time-based charts. I really don't, but you know, it's the truth. Okay. If you've got a time, what are you gonna like? If you've got a place, what are you gonna put in it? If you've got things, where are you gonna put it? And now you need time. Excuse me 1 second. I don't know what's going on out here, but can you get him dressed and go for a walk, please? The power of three: time, place, and things. Open, high, low, and close. That's where it's at. I've watched too many traders come in and Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, everybody's happy, gains are being had, all is well. And then they get too caught up in their own winning. They don't even see why they're losing or when they're losing. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, after just ripping gains out of the markets Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, they're giving it all back and then some because they get into a loser cycle. Sorry, not loser. I just mean a losing cycle where they just got to get their gains back. And then they're sitting there with their head in their hands going, oh, if I would have just stopped trading, I would have been able to keep my gains. But you had nothing and no one to tell you that trading Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is absolutely poison, especially if you've been profitable that week. I teach basking in wins because the truth of the matter is when you're winning, your emotions are at their peak. When you're in a breakup with your girlfriend or boyfriend, your emotions are at your peak. Why did I relate positivity with negativity? Because they're the same thing. It's the same chemicals that are being released. And when those chemicals are released, you're in a hyper, very, um, you know, almost unpredictable state of mind. You have no logic. You're not thinking clearly. You're just being impulsive, which brings me to my next part. You have a higher probability of losing. Yes, absolutely. Being impulsive is is exactly where all of you are going wrong. And the moment that you say, screw it, I'm just going to take this trade. And if it goes my way, it goes my way. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Let's just see what happens. Boom. That's where you blow in your account. You're done. Bye bye. Have a nice day. That's where everybody blows their account, is the moment that they say, screw it. I just want to see what happens. If you cannot hold yourself accountable to walk away before that arises, you're going to continue this streak. I promise you that. You're not going to come out of this hole. And I'm speaking from bone experience, okay? I'm not giving you all shit, okay? I'm literally talking to myself and reminiscing about all the times that I sucked and I should have just not traded and I just had to make this money because of whatever reason. And that's not what trading is. The hardest part about trading is discovering who you are as a person. Right on, Kenny. I love you, bro. Discovering who you are as a person is going to be the biggest hurdle you're ever going to endure in this trading game. There are certain levels to this. And at every single level, guess who the boss is? It's you. It's not the charts. It's not me. It's you. Now, for those of you that have figured it out, it's the one thing that you guys can't get past is yourselves. If you're I'm a very impulsive person. I was, especially in my younger days, you know, not having a dad and always having to prove myself and, constantly scrapping and, treating people like shit. That was me. I used to be that guy. And when I started, you're very welcome. And when I started trading, I brought that entire trash mentality into my trading. And I kept blowing demo accounts. And I kept, asking myself, why can't I get it? It's not the patterns. It's not support and resistance.
No.
It's you. It's all of us. And we're going to have to. Technical analysis is fairly easy. You guys see it. You guys can draw flags. You guys seen your moves play out. Then why can't you trade them? Because it's your mind. Whether you're desperate, whether you're in a bad spot in life, maybe family member, breakup, dog, cat. If there's something negative in your life going on, stop trading. Just walk away. Hold yourself accountable. Know for certain that you're going to lose, bringing heightened emotions into your trading game. It's amazing that you can literally watch your trades play out without you. And then you can jump back in there going, okay, well, I can catch this. I can catch the rest of this move. And then it reverse on you. Just like all these guys right here who were kept chasing this pump, all these impulsive chasers right here are now getting traded into. It's not a coincidence. This is how they're designed. They're designed to do this legitly, for real. You're not crazy. They're not after you. This is how they work. So if you want to be in line with the markets, you're going to have to reverse engineer everything about yourself that you thought are your strengths in trading. Your strengths in trading are your diehard weaknesses, and your weaknesses in trading will end up becoming your absolute power moves. Trading is a catch-22 in itself. It really is. Now, again, you're going to need to permit yourself and submit to the time it's going to take you as an individual to get this, to get trading, to learn what you're doing. If you don't have a favorite pattern that you like playing, that you've back tested, that you've written down, and you've got a percentage of a probability, because chances are your trading style is a mathematical probability on risk management. How many of you can honestly say that you've given risk management a proper go? You know, you don't need to tell me. You know in your heart what that answer is. If you have $1,000 account and you're risking $10 each trade, you got a lot of trades before you blow your account. But do you have a clue on how to calculate how much margin you're going to use to be able to risk that 10 bucks? A lot of you are going to say no. Giving risk management an honest go for your traditional trading style is going to be the first step into being disciplined and getting to be successful. If you're risking 1% of your account and you lose the trade, dial your risk back. Okay? Drop it in half. Risk 0.5% of your account until you get that gain back. Don't double up. That's not even anything. Whoever told you to do that? Where is that anywhere in any book or any education center? Exactly. You blow your account even faster. You're done. If you want longevity in this game, you're going to need a skill. Your favorite pattern that you've practiced, that you've back tested, that you trust. And then you can turn your risk up on specific days of the week, in specific weeks of the month. You're not going in there today, first day of the month, going, yeah, I think I'm just going to, risk 3% of my account. Some people are using half of their accounts. They just go into MEX, they press 50%. I'm at 100x leverage. Yeah, that looks good. Isolated position. Boom. Lost. Gone. You know what? I haven't read any trading books ever. Not one. I don't care to. I've got my own thing going on, and it's working for me. I found one pattern, one that I really, really liked. And I basically built a Fortune 500 company around that one single pattern. And it was the Sammy Cup and Handy. And it really, really resonated with me because within my back testing, I was noticing that it's in every single top and every single bottom. Okay, don't take my word for it. Go to every top. Okay, go to every single top. Cup, handle. Took a while. Seen some heat. Boom. Gone. Cup and handle, baby. Right there. In the 1 minute, there's your handle right there. There's your cup, there's your handle. You're going to have to discover all the subtle nuances, but here's a cup, there's a handle. Boom, bottom, top, cup, handle. Cup and handle, cup and handle, cup and handle. That's all this market does. It just cup and handles itself out of everything. Cup, handle, dump. 15-minute time frame. If you drop this into the 1 minute, cup, handle, dump. There's your bottom. Cup, handle, these down close candles right here in the 1 minute time frame. I guarantee you some nice cup and handle right here. That's the absolute bottom. Look at it on Thursday between here, midnight and midnight. This is the bottom of that daily candle. I'm going to give you guys something right now, okay, that I really, really hope helps up your game. I don't know if you've seen these bar candles before, but this is the power of three. This is how the markets move right here. Okay, this is what you're not looking at when you're focused on everything else that's going on in your charts. This is a swing low. Do you know what a swing low is? You swing traders that are in here right now that call yourself swing traders, do you even have a clue what a swing low is and a swing high is? It's probably really important for you to understand these concepts before, you know, jumping into a swing trade, because you're probably waiting for price action to get up here. And then, okay, I want to see proof. I want to make sure that price is going my way before I get in, right? Is that you? So a swing low is a lowest low with one higher low on either side. Okay, these three candles, this is a swing low, and I'll show you in normal candles here for a sec. This lowest low here with a higher low on either side. These three candles confirms a swing low. After this swing low is created, after a stop hunt, obvious stop hunt, stopping hunt volume wick here, you've got this candle here that closes and confirms it. Okay. Now you're bullish. Are you second guessing that you're bullish? Well, you've got your stop loss in just in case. But no, you're not. You're not second guessing if you're bullish or not. You're bullish. Where are you targeting? You're targeting old highs. You're a day trader. Swing low, old high, payday. So if you were to just play this swing pattern right here, this candle that closes here, opens here, will enter, target the high, 200x leverage. You made 200% for the day. You close the trade and you get out and you leave and you walk away and you don't come back until the next day. Being content with enough is mind-blowingly simple that everybody trips up on it, even myself. I wanted moon gains. I wanted a lotto win. I want to make money right now. It's not how it's going to be. We're not in bull run season yet. We're not even close. We're getting closer, but we're not close. We're not there yet. Basically, a lot of you may be here for the lotto, which is the bull run. But then maybe after a bit, you joined and you realized how much hard work this is going to take and what's going to be required of you to be able to, make money. And the dream of firing your boss and getting out of the 9 to 5, it's totally respectable, totally doable, but the hype around it isn't realistic. It's not. You're going to need to do some hard work. You're going to need to make sacrifices to be in these charts from 7 till 11 a.m. A lot of you can't do it. And for those of you that cannot do it from 7 to 11 a.m. because you have a business to run, you have, your own personal lives, you have your jobs, you have kids, I'm sorry, but this is reality. You're going to need to make some life changes. The markets aren't just going to move because you decided that you had time to trade that day. The most high probability moves come between 7 and 11 a.m. The best, most the most awesomest expansions to get in on happen between those times at New York time. Now, the middle of the month is when you're going to get the smoothest, nicest moves possible. Now I'm going to give you my money printer model. So all of you that joined here today, the 28 to 30 bouncing in and out of here, and all the people watching this in the future, I'm going to give you my money printer model. Long before I started teaching in the Discord, okay, I was putting this model out. People seen that what I was doing, they seen how accurate I was, and they watched me pay myself constantly. Breadman, Abdominal Breadman, you see him. He's one of my purple crew. He's one of my OGs. Okay. He was doing this long before I started teaching, and he is banging on it. He found his model, his one thing that pays him, and he doesn't do anything else. He's not hunting flags. He's not hunting head and shoulders. He's not hunting crabs and animals and Elliott waves and market cipher and all this garbage that's just distracting him from being profitable. He went with one thing that sung to him, and he stuck with it. That might be different for you, okay? You might have been attracted to something else that you really like, and it pays you, and you really like it. You might like continuation flags. I do not, okay? They fail at some point. They don't always continue. I like to catch bottoms. I flip falling knives like a circus freak. I love catching bottoms. It's my thing. The guy that told me not to catch bottoms, I kind of want to metaphorically slap him because it's one of the best skills you could ever acquire. Here's that cup and handle, right? Cup, handle, and it blasted. So here is the money printer model. I want to show you, you know what, we'll go into, here's a Friday. Here's a nice beauty. And Tuesday, stop hunt. Okay, double bottom, smooth edges. Everybody violently stopped out. And then price action comes up for a double top, makes a smooth double top, okay? This doesn't mean you short. Double tops and double bottoms in the 1 minute are not a thing. Don't convince yourself they are. We trade into them. Okay, everybody who's trading short here is getting wrecked, as you can see. Now, after this has been taken, you want to see a retracement, and you're not just pulling from any spot. Okay, this is a swing low right here. I know that these are swing lows too. Just keep that swing low here in mind, okay? Wow. Now, look at this swing high right here. Okay, it's not up here. It's not up here. It's right in here. And there's actually another one in here. We have higher high with one lower high on either side. We have a higher high and one lower high on either side. So these three candles and these three candles are a swing high. So after you see a savage dump like this, you are running to your computer. You're tripping over animals, do what you got to do. You're running. to your computer. This means money. A lot of you guys are going, oh no, it's dumping. Ah, it's over. No, this is where the money's at, is when it dumps. You're getting excited. So now we're here. We've dumped and we're going, ooh, I like that. Okay, we got a big, nice stop hunt volume wick here. And now we've got our swing high here. Okay, so we've got our swing low and our swing high. So now we're pulling our fibs. And I like to have my magnet on. I use the bodies primarily, but if it starts failing, I will pull from the wicks just to make sure. I want to see this retracement here being respected. So is it being respected? Boom, we've got a retracement into the 786. We're entering the trade here. Okay, we're targeting old highs. Where's the old high? Well, there's one. Stop loss below the 786. We see a swing low in here. If this swing low breaks, we don't want to be in the trade. That means that price is continuing and it's not a market structure shift. Okay, we see these swing lows being violated. So did we get our take profits? Almost. Almost. Okay, so we see more swing highs in here being violated. This swing high right here is where you could be closing your trade. Yes, it's a scalp trade. So from here to this swing high here, that's 100%. Just like I told you, you're taking 100%, you're taking your money. From now on, you are a greedy trader. Okay, you're not going to be inexperienced and waiting for this high. You're not going to be waiting for this high way over here. Okay, this is it. Look at this. For you to make 100%, that's all the movement you needed out of the market. Right there. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. That is a pro trade. You just bought the bottom and sold the top of that price leg, of this little bit of scam price action that everybody's getting stopped out on. Now, after you've taken a partial, okay, if you've not closed your entire trade here, because it's the middle of the month, it's Tuesday, you're expecting a nice expansion. Why aren't you? It's not the end of the month. It's not the beginning of the month. So now that we're here and you've taken 80%, right? And you've left 20% in your trade. So now we're pulling our fibs from here to here because we see that this swing high and this swing high here is being violated by price action. So we're anticipating another retracement. If we have bullish order flow, our bullish retracements will be respected. Boom, 786, we've got an entry. And we're targeting old highs. Stop loss just below our swing low on the 786. I got my magnet on, so it's kind of bunk, but boom. Okay, we haven't even left the range yet, and you've just made, does it say 99%? Let's see here. So that'd be 76% on top of your 80% you just took. Well, everybody's chasing this double top and they're short. You've just now sold them your position at a loss, but a profit for you. So now we're targeting old highs because it's the right day of the week. It's the right week of the month. And after we've taken a partial, we're leaving a runner. Okay, runner achieved. This is the money printer. model right here. It's at the very bottom of every bottom, and it's at the very top of every single top. I have literally handed you all your own personal ATM machine. Again, this is really easy for me because I've been doing it for a long time. This is really easy for Breadman to do it. Almost every single day he's doing it. And because he's put in the hard work, he's back tested, he's practiced, and that's it. You know, as far as that goes, I'm just kicking a dead horse. So we got, you know, 2.5, 3.5, sorry, standard deviations away from this range here, which was the second one. You know, the first one was a little bit different. So let's go back to our first range here. So this bottom, and again, I like to use the bodies. Look at how gorgeous that is. Okay, so from the very bottom here, our first trade, to the very top hits our third symmetrical price swing almost to the tick, just dug in a little bit more. So from original entry to there, 464%. Sorry, 454%. Why can't you do this? I'm pretty sure you can. In fact, I'm fairly certain you can. You just play your cup and handle after a stop hunt and you have a high probability trade. And you do it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, in between 7 and 11 a.m. And if you can't make it, I don't know what to do for you. I'm sorry. So, oh, did I remove it? Wednesday, stop hunt, cup and handle, money printer. Gorgeous, right? Bearish money printer. Entry. Exit. Thursday. Oh, yeah, we went over this one. Very scammy price action. Very scammy. Oh, you want to know why? These are all Fed days. So I want to show you guys something, and it's, you know, it it's it's not very nice days to be trading on days you shouldn't be trading. And I'm going to show you guys what I use. Okay, so this is forexfactory.com/calendar. Your best, most high probability setups are going to come on days that are not red folder days. Okay, so every morning before you even open your charts, I want you coming here and going to your red folders and seeing. So today it was 8:30 a.m. We had non-farm employment change, one of the worst days to trade. Let's see what happened today. Look at that. Just absolute scammy price action. Went for the lows, went for the highs, and it just, you know, not very nice. Even in the assets that I trade, Like, look at that. It's garbage. It's garbage. And I teach my students, do not trade these days. If you trade these days, you are gambling and you're not one of my top students. I'm here spending time with you, distracting myself from the anticipation or from the, the, what do you call it? Um, the enticement of market movement. Look at all this. Just up and down, went for highs, went for lows. My one setup for life, sure, it played out. Sure, it did the thing, but it not as smooth as I want it to be. I don't want to catch that junk. Look at another Fed day, scammy price action. Wednesday was non-farm again. It was today's employment change. It was payroll on Wednesday. Look at this garbage. Gamblers trade this day. Okay, people who want lotto wins. But look at Tuesday. Boom. Money printer gone. This is what I'm teaching my students to exploit right here. Okay. It happens on Bitcoin too, but it happens a little bit less frequent. This is Sammy called that short. It was banger. It was great. But look at this. The same Tuesday right here. NASDAQ Tuesday, boom, before Feds. Bitcoin Tuesday, boom, before Feds. It's very beautiful. Am I wrong, or is this happening now in BTC? It could be. Boom. Let's see. We've got Friday. We've got our low. And yeah, there you go. Nice eye. So you've got your swing break, retracement, and it looks like it's going to rip. Couple that with Sammy's divvy plan. If you guys love your divvy, then use divvy. Here's some strong divvy right there. And you've got your retracement. It just falls shy of the 618. But again, if you're paying yourself, you can't lose. You are bulletproof if you're paying yourself. And there it is. There's the money printer. Okay, swing high, taken out, swing high, swing high, swing high, taken out by price action here, retracement, boop. There it is. 7 a.m. stop punt. You got a swing break in here, a little sneaker in here. This little sneaker right here. See that swing low? That's not an accident. Taken out by price action, retracement into these candles here, and then dump. A nice dump. Okay, now watch it go for this swing high right here. Okay. Now, if it falls shy right here and starts coming down, then you're paying yourself on a swing high, which means that if this was to fall down and then that third candle confirmed, boop, liquidity taken, pay yourself. Pay yourself something. Okay. When you're not trading leverage and you're trading spot, you need a lot of money. You need a lot of money. But leverage allows you the ability to pay yourself. So there was 88% right there, just in that tiny little movement. I know you guys can catch this. Okay. If you guys aren't taking risk managements and haven't taken Sammy's class and haven't spent an annoying amount of time doing fibs and divergence, I'm going to tell you straight up, you're not taking your trading career very serious. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to help you guys take this more serious, become successful, become very, very, very skilled and talented traders. We want to see longevity come from all of you. And, you got to remain disciplined. You have to hold yourself accountable. You cannot trade with emotions. And that doesn't mean like, it does. It means that every single aspect of trading with emotions. If you're in a breakup, if you're pissed off at your old trades, if you're really, really excited about something, don't trade. Okay. I know it sounds stupid, but it's the truth. If you're excited, that means you have heightened emotions. That means that, well, you're most likely not thinking logically. You're not able to analyze things correctly, and you're probably going to get wrecked. Is there an indicator that auto plots fibs on a running basis? No, not that I'm aware of. Eventually you won't even need fibs. You'll just see it. You'll see it. Like you can tell that this is a 60 to 80% retracement and you're looking for the money printer. Look at this. I'm going to drop into the 5-second chart. I'm going to show you how powerful the 5-second chart is. Okay. When you've expanded this information,
Where are you going? Culver's.
there's a double top right here. Okay. Here's a swing high here. Here's a swing high here. Being taken out by price action. That really, really nice one. So now I'm pulling my fibs from here to here. Bang. 618 retracement, third symmetrical price swing. And that was in the expansion of all these 1 minute candles. I meant to do 1 minute. There we go. So in the 5-second chart, we were able to refine our fibs and get that entry very nicely. And it's just by following the rules. So we've got a stop hunt, then our swing break and our retracement. And now we have another one. In here, we have a stop hunt, swing break, retracement gone. So we've got a money printer within a money printer. That's my go-to. If I see that, I'm running to the charts and I am hitting that as hard as I can. So the key takeaways here are practicing a skill and refining that skill, holding yourself accountable, understanding that day trading isn't everyday trading, and just discipline and practice more. That's all I can say. That's what's going to get you guys there. So I'm going to go back just in case I missed anything.
And I had that motherfucker drawn out fucking perfect, dude.
Johnny. Okay. It's an info overload for me, but stepping back and keeping it simple. What approach do you have for reversals? So I like the shark fin, and it usually is coupled with a dirty stop hunt. So anytime you see the market just making absolute savage dumps or pumps, you can anticipate a reversal. And it's going to come in the form of divergence. And just keep the daily candles in mind. And you know what? Speaking of which, I totally forgot about going over the bars. Forgive me. We'll get to that now. Power of 3. Close open, low, high. Close open, low, high. Close open, low, high. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this is how the candles move. Okay? This is it. That's the secret. 1, 2, 3. These candles are just doing the cha-cha-cha all freaking day. Now, how we can anticipate these two here being up close candles is the fact that we've had our swing low here. This candle confirms the swing low. So we're going accumulation, manipulation, expansion, distribution. This little down part is just the fake move that tricks emotional traders into shorting for the price to just reverse right into them and run into their stops. That's what it does. So if you're bearish on the first, and this happens in the weekly, monthly, daily, don't matter, 5 minute, 5 second, this is how it does it. If you're bearish in the first part of your candle, that means the expansion is going to be bullish more often than not. Okay. So after we've confirmed these three as a swing low, well, guess what? You're bullish. You're bullish. Did we hit targets? Boom. There's a high. That's a swing high. We took targets. Not a swing. In the lower time frames, that's a swing high. It's a very good spot to take profits. Here we go. Swing low, confirmed, compression candle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Targets, boom. 1, 2, 3. Targets, boom. So the power of three, time, place, and things. It's exactly what's going to get you guys to riches. I love you too, Kenny Kimmy. Yeah, JAFO. A lot of us have been there. A lot of us were there, and some of us are still there. And it's the progression and the pathway of a trader. You're not alone on this. Me and Sammy and Smurfington didn't just jump in these charts one day and decided to be a trader and started killing it. We literally, walk through the worst of it. Got to analyze your strats and what you're doing wrong. When I lost the other day, I did that and trying to learn from it. I have a problem with taking $5 when I think the trade can go to 20 or something. That's it. That's it. That's inexperience right there. You got to be greedy. You got to take. You got to take. That's what this game is. You're taking. And leave a runner. You don't have to close the entire position. Practice closing partially the position. And you can do that by just selecting the percentage of your closure on your limit order. Yeah, you're very welcome, Zachary Robinson. You're very welcome, Bull Runner 76. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, what time frame are you mostly looking in? So I am dropping from my monthly right down to the 1 minute. I want to know everything. When does one know when to pay themselves? Old highs, or like if you're in a long, you're paying yourself at old highs. If you're in a short, then you're paying yourself at old lows. And it's just a matter of, you know, taking something and just moving your stop loss up to entry and securing your position. And then just leaving your runner go to see what happens and, get out on your swing highs. I said fumbled the call. Yeah, was 50% up. Profits only took like 3%. Yeah, what happens? Gematron, yeah, you're doing really good, man. Congratulations. How do you identify the bottom in real time? Divergence. Okay, and that's going to come with experience and you practicing. So how I started practicing divergences before I went indicatorless is I just started drawing them as far back as I could go. Okay, I would just go as far back as it would let me, and I just started drawing divergences everywhere, all highs, all lows, and I would just draw them tops, bottoms, and I look at and I go, wow. So Divi literally calls out all the tops and the bottoms, but only on specific, times, and sometimes they're negated, but it's usually coupled after another divergence because that negation of the Divi is likely a stop hunt. Trying it on 3 minutes as we speak. Congratulations, dude. How do we know it will continue after? Yeah, exactly. You'll be practicing, okay? Money printer on the 7. All good, friend. Can you show us this from the short perspective? I don't like to call tops in Bitcoin. And also I have some other reasons why I don't short. One being that we're in a macro uptrend and we're most likely running to liquidity at 42K. I know that sounds stupid now that we're dumping, but we're just going for a little dumpski poo before we start ripping. Another being, if your stop loss can totally get negated at any time. Okay, I want you all to realize that you signed a waiver and you signed that to happen. When you're in a short, you can't not have a liquidation price. Okay. If you're in a long, you can only ever lose 100% of what you have. Why is that? Because Bitcoin can bottom out at zero, right? So if you're in a short, there's no bottom, there's no top. It can just go infinitely in the negative on you and wreck your entire account. I don't promote shorting unless we're in that part of the cycle, which we've left in December. I've definitely done that. Take my profits and hold them long position with a stop loss zero. It's way too much work for the return. When I first started, I took trades on the weekends. Crazy, I know, right? You know what? And I used to scalp on the weekends, and with the ML applications liquidation indicator. So yeah, liquidation ID liquidation levels V2 by ML applications. Where are you? So I have no idea where it is anymore. They took it off probably because it was too powerful. But it was a really, really nice indicator. Yeah, it's gone. And I don't know about all these other ones, but I would notice that all the liquidation bubbles kept getting eaten on the weekend. So I would just trade with the market maker and target all the bubbles. And that's kind of how I, progressed to this point. Yeah, revenge trading. There's another level after revenge trading, and it's kamikaze trading. And that's where things go real south. Here's another thing, and I'm speaking to the men specifically. We have it the worst in trading, okay? We're the hunter gatherers by nature, okay? We're the risk takers. So it really sucks for us because when we suffer a loss, we view it as an act of horror. It's a devastating defeat and our lives are over. It's just the way we're built, okay? Now I'm here to tell you that you're okay. It's okay to lose. It's okay to blow accounts. Okay, it's not the end of the world. You're still gonna eat tomorrow. You're still gonna breathe. If you find yourself heated up, sweating at the armpits, pissed off, you need to get up off your seat. You need to get out of the spot you're in and go do something else. Only you can hold yourself accountable in this manner. And it's going to be one of the most, uplifting experiences you'll ever endure is knowing when to quit, knowing when to walk away, and holding yourself accountable. It's going to be a very beautiful feeling the first time you do it. And you've got to remember that moving forward. Those are the only days I have to trade. I'm sorry. You're going to have to make life changes. You're going to have to make sacrifices. If you want to try and trade London session between 2 and 5 a.m., it's probably your sleepy time. Then you have a higher probability of losing. Yeah. If you're not on the higher probability of winning side, there's the flip side to that for sure. Hi, my name is Kenny, and I'm an impulsive holic. Hi, Kenny. Would you say the last 24 hours were upside down, cup and handle this AM? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, but definitely looked like it for sure. Yeah, absolutely. 7 a.m. stop hunt, swing break, retracement, dump. Burn. Love you too, Kenny. Give me the bomb. The fact that you're taking time is awesome. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. And I mean, Sammy has given me, the title. So I'm just doing my job. I want to make I see people leaving the 99. We haven't even started the bull run yet. Why are you guys leaving? You're leaving because you're expecting way too much from yourselves way too soon. Way too soon. Right on, Anthony. It's nice to meet you. You know, a lot of us have been through hell, and that's, mainly why we're here. Neil, you're awesome. I can't honestly say that I've only done it for a bit. The wins get me too cocky. So thanks for saying that, because I had this this vision the other night, and I haven't really been able to put it into words. So you guys are getting the first version of this. But imagine being like a poor orphan and you're going to the soup kitchen and you've got your cup out and all you want is some soup, and maybe you'd be lucky if you get some bread, right? The markets are the soup kitchen and you are the orphan. Okay. If you get soup and bread that night, consider yourself blessed and don't act like a big shot. Okay. Because these markets will humble you like nothing else ever. And that's exactly it, is you get way too cocky, you think you're better than you are. And I've done it. Okay. I had a 6 week win streak of 90% plus hit rate, and it was phenomenal. And then I decided to trade non-farm and feds back in May, and I got my ass handed to me worse than you could imagine. Like, I didn't lose my entire house, and you know, I didn't lose my life over it, but it was one of the most devastating defeats that I've had yet. And I took an entire week, well, more than a week. It was the rest of that week and then the week after. And I sat there and I did nothing but watch price. Naked price action. I just watched. I relearned. I literally had to relearn everything. And as the week went on, I was just like, oh yeah, this is what I was gonna stick to. This is what I was doing. I freaking switched up my strategy, and that's not cool, right? And so I figured it out. I wrote it in my journal. Yes, I journal to this day. Every day, I journal everything, all my winners, all my losers, and I always leave a positive note. And it's fast tracked me to be, to being, uh, you know, keeping myself accountable and being a good trader. That will blow your account even faster. Yeah, absolutely. The book of not catching falling knives. Whoever said that is a meanie. Double up gets in people's head because of that trader Martingale's book. Yeah. Um, a lot of the stuff is designed to get people wrecked. Okay. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that or hide it from anyone. The stop loss hunt might be my new favorite strategy, honestly. We flip it into bullish momentum. Yeah, so I started putting, because I kept getting stopped out and then it would go my way. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put another entry. I'm gonna enter here just in case it does rip. And then I'm gonna put another entry at where my stop loss would be, and then I'm gonna ditch my stop loss way down there and then move it up after. And wow, did my hit rate go up, like doubled. And it was amazing. I'm in all day. I'm new and obsessed. Right on. That's my struggle, trying to trade while make money at work to be able to trade. Yeah, man. Bro, you're not the only one. I was there. I was framing apartment buildings, and I'd build a little table for my device and I'd put it up there, and I'd be out of battery by lunchtime because I'm watching New York session and trading while I'm working. And eventually I started losing so much money trading, or missing out on, not losing, but missing out on so many banger trades trading. I just said, screw it, I'm done. Bye. If you don't want to hire me from 10 a.m., because 10 a.m. here would be, you know, 1 p.m. in New York. So I told my boss, look, if you don't want to hire me from 10 a.m. till 3:30, then I gotta leave. And he let me leave. So three standards clean as a green bean. Mira, you're awesome. You're so awesome. I'm very, very, happy and proud of you on the journey Taken. Congratulations. Cup and handle background for the win. Yeah, so this is my model right here. Okay, stop hunt. And then we have a swing break. This high takes out that high, and then that is my handle. So cup and handle. This is it right here. These are my refined rules for a cup and handle. Thank you for this honesty, helping a lot. Going back to test over the weekend. Yes, right on. Monday is a holiday. It sure is. I might go higher for that small fair value gap above 2. There it is. How do you take out some profit from the trades on MEX? So yeah, like, are you on the desktop or are you on your cell phone? Because it's a little bit different. Is there an indicator that auto plots? Not that I'm aware of. Damn, I wish I caught that bounce up to 0.5 retracement. I thought it would go to the 0.618 at least. I didn't lose money and go and try to get it. You know what? So I make a rule, especially for Bitcoin, because it's a, you know, I make a rule. If it doesn't touch the 786, I don't have a trade. Okay. If it goes on without me, who cares? Let it go. It's not your trade. That's the whole, that's it. That's it right there. That's the key. If your rules are not met, you don't have a trade. If it goes in your direction, you're not chasing it, you're forgetting about it. Who cares? There's so many more trades for you to take coming up. It's not like they're just going to turn the markets off and, that was the last trade ever. If you come up with rules for yourself, Zachary, okay, whether they be the ones that I use or your own, come up with rules and follow them. And I promise you, you will see your account soar. I need to know to take some profits while keeping a trade open. Okay, well, we'll go over that in the group in a little bit. Can you do this several times a day or just on the daily bottom? I'm going to be honest with you, Greg. You start back testing this, you're going to see this model everywhere. And again, as long as you're paying yourself, you can do very, very well. There we go. Kenny's got you back. Yes, quantity, USDT. That's how much out of what you've got in the trade that you want to close. Very good. Thank you, Kenny. You bomb. Appreciate the information, but I am not fully understanding the strategy because I have problems reading the candles. Is there something you suggest me reading? I'm here humbles by my bad decisions. Stephanie, you know what? Other than no, there isn't. There isn't. There's no videos. There's no books. This is, especially these leverage concepts. There's nobody else doing these leverage concepts. These are entirely unique to me. These are concepts that I've codified by practicing in demo and understanding and watching consistently my positions being stopped out and then going my direction. So that's why I just play the stop hunt, cup and handle, swing break, retracement, free. The whole thing is trying not to catch everything you see. Like, there's triangles, there's chubby triangles, there's falling wedges, there's, ascending wedges, there's a plethora of things for people to catch, and they want to just, be an action hero and catch everything. And they see it or they make themselves see it, and it's not necessarily there. And then they're losing trades and they're mad, and you need a sincere direction. And unless you're really nimble, like I've been showing you, you're not going to do very well. If you just played the daily time frame, okay, when I first started trading, I was just doing the daily time frame. I took a lot less trades. They were slow and boring moves, but they paid very, very well. Very well. And I'm talking about crypto. Very well. the daily and the 4 hour are where you want to be. Okay. Scalping the 1 minute time frame is burning. It burns out the brain. Like if you're trying to do it all day, every day, you're not going to make it. You're going to burn yourself out and it's not going to be fun. I know you can do this too, Stephanie. I absolutely do know you can do this because it's becomes a lot easier when, somebody tells you what time it is. You just need somebody to not hold your hand, but really, really guide you into the fine details of these markets. And first, you have to submit to time in all aspects, timing your trades, the time it takes to learn. You got to submit to that, and it's going to be different for everybody here. You're very welcome, Mira. There's always another trade, exactly. Gotcha, I'll do my research on it. Just used it to pull out right before it dropped. Nice. Right on, you guys. Yes. How can I understand candles more? Just by watching price action. I do offer a one-on-one mentorship, but it's more for advanced students and it's more for Forex and indices. As you can see, there's a lot more movement in Forex and indices for us day traders to be able to actually make a solid income. And it's way more predictable and much nicer movement. So if anybody's wanting to go that direction, it's a little bit more expensive than my leverage mastery class, but I spend 2 months with you every single day, 2 3 hour sessions, one at first and then one in the middle. And I'm not trying to shill here. That's not my point. It's not what I want to do. So I'll just stop. If you guys want, I don't know. Yes, Lewis, and I guess I'm allowed to. So, Lewis, you've now entered my one-on-one mentorship, and I'm very excited for you. We're gonna have a great time. If you practice this strategy now in demo, imagine what will happen in the bull market. My leverage strategy really thrives in the bull market. I mean, that's basically what it was designed for. Because I thought this was going to all happen last year, and I spent a long time refining it. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. Thank you. I'm watching 12 hours a day, every day. I will try if you're willing. I'll definitely join that. Right on. One-on-one is great. Right on, Kenny Kimmy. Excited too. That's what I'm preparing for. Yeah, Louise, this is going to be great. Bear candles is like fasting, just my humble opinion, not relying on information over the candles may take going through a kind of a withdrawal. And it keeps testing us and enticing us to use more complex concepts. There's like, it's weird because it's like, again, it's like a catch-22. They're simply complex. Yeah, exactly. Sammy's system is beautiful and it's great and it works really good, but you gotta have the patience to play it. Like everybody they're like, yeah, I'm a trader now and I'm gonna go in and catch this flag. And then it's just like, no, that's not exactly what trading is. And yeah, so forgive yourselves, okay? I want each one of you in here today, no matter what happened, no matter what happens, I want you to forgive yourselves. It's okay that you lost your trade. It's okay that you blew your account. And from here on out, I want you to focus on one pattern. It's going to be your favorite pattern. And at me. Okay, I'm a mentor in this group. I'm going to help you and guide you along the way. I'm not going to say I know everything because I obviously don't, but the things that I do know a lot of, I will help you. I will help you learn when bull flags will play out more than, or, I will help you learn when bull flags will play out over when they won't. I'll help you play your reversal patterns or teach, like, you know what I mean? Help you learn about your reversal patterns, head and shoulders, stuff like that. Um, yeah, just don't be shy, okay? You're not bothering me. I have a life too, and if I'm away from my computer, I simply won't answer you, okay? Don't take it personal. Don't think I'm ignoring you. And when I get back to my computer or my phone or whatever, I'll answer you and we'll kick it. So trading is about having structure and the patience to watch the trade develop and let the probability play out. Absolutely. You're going to be mind blowing in a few hours here, Lewis. You're going to have a lot of fun with me. Is there, if you guys have no more questions or nothing else to mention, I think we'll end it here. And again, you guys, none of you, please don't be shy. I'm here for you, okay? You're very welcome, Neil. You're very welcome, Jacob. Yeah, you the best, Kenny Kimmy. You're very welcome. Mega 8-bit Japo. You're very welcome. I love all you guys. I can't wait for you. Oh, you're taking the leverage class. Congratulations. That's going to it's gonna up your game for sure. You're very welcome. Love learning. Thank you. You're the bomb. You're welcome. Farzan Hyder. I love your name. Appreciate you too. All right, I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. I'll send you all a link and it'll be in the general 99. And yeah, thank you and have a blessed day.